This is fucking retarded right here. Apparently, in a Discord server that I'm in, a little bit of an exchange happened of where that people were evidently thinking that S-Man has some serious comments, anti-anime comments to make, and of anime viewers and whatnot. Taking all of his jokes over the top fucking seriously. All of his supposed anime lovers should die, 2 nukes weren't enough for Japan, or anime is proof that 2 nukes weren't enough for Japan, or whatever else the fuck have you, what kind of jokes that that S-Man does. And apparently I have joined along with some of those as well in Conundrum streams, joking about anime with S-Man. I don't know for certain, but all those comments are taken as more than just jokes. Clearly they're just jokes. Does it even have to be said right now? This is stupid. Like seriously, in the Discord server, getting in an argument with a Conundrum. Yeah, Conundrum. Yes, this is a message to Conundrum, and also a bit of a message to some of the people that he associates with who have watched some past live streams of his, apparently where I and S-Man join on, and we joke about anime. We make anti-anime jokes or whatever, and some people are taking them seriously. And it almost seems like for a second there that Conundrum himself was taking them seriously. They're just that. Jokes, people. And it should go without saying as well that they're just jokes. It should be obvious from the get-go. I mean, such an absurd statement like anime is proof that 2 nukes weren't enough for Japan. That's as much of a joke as people saying that communists should be thrown out of helicopters. Nobody is seriously condoning the idea of executing communists. It's just internet edginess is all, for fuck's sake. And apparently this is taken seriously as well. And for more evidence, and I'm going to pull up an example here as to how S-Man jokes in other ways. Like, not only does he joke about people who like anime, but also about pineapple pizza lovers too. Listen to this.
So apparently a lot of AMCAPs and libertarians are happy with the tweet I made a couple hours ago where I said...
No, crap.
Where I said pineapple pizza lovers are the true fascists. So, Antifa, you can go after the pineapple pizza lovers.
Dude, that almost got you blocked by Cinch, Cinch Champlain. That almost got you blocked by her.
I thought she quote tweeted me calling me a communist, but...
Dude, that almost got you blocked by that girl.
I'm just... Are you joking or are you serious?
No, I'm being completely serious.
Wait, what the fuck?
She almost blocked you over that.
Did she tell you about this?
She said something about it. I know that.
Oh my fucking god, that's so stupid. Like, I was clearly joking.
She likes her pineapple pizza, dude. Yeah, you can't fuck with that.
Quote, I was clearly joking, unquote. Obvious right there. And I'm pretty fucking sure that S-Man will say the same when it comes to anime and anime fans too. S-Man is going to go watching this video probably, and he's probably going to make his own video talking about how his anti-pineapple pizza jokes and anti-anime jokes are just that, jokes. They are not serious accusations or threats or whatever else the fuck have you. Not only is there also this, the supposed joking around, but apparently, for a second there, Conundrum, or at least the people he associates with, thought that not only does S-Man think that supposedly that anime is lumped with lolicon, and if y'all don't know what lolicon is, basically it's, from my understanding, it's basically animated child porn. This is outrageous right here. Like Conundrum was unironically saying, and I got my notes here just to help remind me, Um, I think he assumes that because I'm a huge anime fan and how you, referring to me, and S-Man like to lump anime watchers with lolicons, then he might think that I am one. And the reason why I say he is that there's another side to this right here. But, so, yeah. I don't even know how the fuck Conundrum got this right here. Nobody is lumping in anime with lolicon. That is some fucking slander right there. And I'm utterly fuming right now that I would be accused of such a thing. And I never said such a thing, nor did I even joke about a thing. And I highly doubt that S-Man has said anything along those lines as well. I don't even think he's even made a verbatim joke like that. Oh, anime is lumped in with lolicon or whatever the fuck else have you. I mean, if he has, maybe it goes too far. Maybe it goes too far and he should retract those jokes, but I still doubt it. Nobody is seriously associating anime with lolicon, for fuck's sake. And apparently, by extension, because of Rational Outlaw associating with me and S-Man, apparently Conundrum has made the conclusion so that Rational Outlaw thinks that he likes lolly, that Conundrum likes lolly. And I'm just gone asking to myself, where the fuck did he even get this? When did he do this? And I wanted to ask Rational Outlaw as well, just to kind of clear things up a bit, because if Rational Outlaw really did do this, that would mean that he was slandering Conundrum. And I wanted to clear that up. Rational Outlaw tells me essentially no, and he asked me why this is all said and whatnot. And apparently, as Conundrum tells me, by his reasoning, by his reasoning, as I will read the quote again, I think he, Rational Outlaw, assumes that the Conundrum likes lolicon because I am a huge anime fan, and how you, being me, and S-Man like to lump anime watchers with lolicons, then he, Rational Outlaw, might think that I am one. So basically, there is no evidence that Rational Outlaw ever accused Conundrum of liking lolly. Just a big old fat guilt by association. Not only a big... And guilt by association is a fallacy. By the way, Conundrum, I know how you like to count your fallacies. That's the big fat one right there. Not only do you have that fucking fallacy right there, but also you have the fucking shitty-ass, slanderous assumption that the people that Rational Outlaw associates with think that anime is lumped in with lolicon as well. That couldn't be further from the truth. I never thought of such a thing, and I've never said such a thing, and I doubt that S-Man has as well. And honestly, Conundrum, you bitch, whine, moan, and complain that Rational Outlaw has... that he doesn't respect you. Honestly, I couldn't blame him. I couldn't blame him if he's not going to pay you any respect. In general, you are not entitled to anybody's respect. Respect has to be earned, bro, before you can, like, bitch and complain about how somebody's not respecting you. Apparently, again, a bit of a rainstorm right now. But yeah. And just in general, you're not entitled to anybody's respect. But talking about Rational Outlaw here specifically, and all the accusations lobbed at him, and me and S-Man for that matter, I can't blame him. I really can't, Conundrum. So, as the good old Robert Downey Jr. said in Tropic Thunder, you went full retard, Conundrum. Never go full retard. Oh, this is so freaking retarded. And this isn't really associated with each other, but I don't know. He's afraid of getting banned from some kind of anime group, some kind of cosplay group or whatever, and that's why he requested me to make this video. But at the same time, this video is not gonna come without a shellacking to Conundrum. A serious shellacking too. Like, take this advice seriously, Conundrum. Like, don't play any sarcastic, balls-busting games with me in response to this video or whatever else the fuck have you. This is serious. All these accusations and whatnot. And I can only imagine, like, what was mentioned in the Discord argument by Conundrum is that he was almost going to get banned from this cosplay group, and he was mentioned on top of that he already got banned from a card shop, which I will... Yeah, a card shop named Nerdom. And his drama with Grim, Dan Dragonstar, whatever else name he's going by, Danny, Grim the Vampire Dragon Slayer, whatever the fuck name he goes by. Really? Yeah. Conundrum? You should have never aired your personal drama with Dan out on public live stream. Seriously. I told you this in DMs already, but this is just getting out of hand, bro. Like, really. I mean, I wouldn't... Apparently, the reason why he got on those public live streams about Dan is because of personal drama with Dan. And really, apparently there's a long history or whatever. If anything, the best piece of advice would have been to slowly distance yourself away from Dan. And then eventually maybe even completely disassociate with him. If he's really that toxic or whatever. Instead of going out on public live stream. I mean, Lord knows that I have my own personal drama. And I would never, ever, in my life, envision coming out on public live stream, especially on YouTube and other unassociated circles, to talk about that drama. I mean, unless they decide to go out on the public internet sphere with it first, but aside from that, as far as I know, Dan did not go and air personal drama out on public internet first. It was Conundrum, by his own words too. You shouldn't have done that, dude. And my final piece of advice towards Conundrum. The excuse he makes as to why that he does this is because of sleep deprivation. Sleep deprivation makes him forget his meds and all that shit. And he tells me some of the reasons as to why that he is so sleep deprived and forgets his sleep or forgoes sleeping. It's because he does like late night or consistent live streams or whatever. And he ends up getting DM'd by people late at night as well. Just ignore those DMs. They can wait till morning, dude. Get your sleep. And definitely don't go on gaming live streams. This is some real petty shit to be, like, up late at night about. I mean, I know that I've pushed my sleep limits in regards of my YouTube channel as well, but not to this point. If it's gonna get to the point of where that, like, really affects your behavior, your personality in a really negative way, then just stop. Go to sleep. Put a pause on your projects or whatever. Apparently, this is part of the reasoning as to why that Conundrum acted the way he did back with all the Rin Michaelis drama in early 2019. Part of it being sleep deprivation and whatnot. There might be other associated reasons. In fact, that's a long story that I'm not going to get into. But part of his behavior is about that. I mean, I've apologized in the past to him about not speaking out earlier in regards of young Mac flagging him, and he goes bringing that up and just during the Rin drama and just, oh man, it's a complete and utter mess. Conundrum, you can sometimes be frustrating. I'm not going to lie. I mean, even like the whole sarcasm thing. Like, I know that I don't handle sarcasm that well, that I sometimes don't pick up on it, but oh man, I can't even remember what point I was going on there. Anyway, that's all I have to say about Conundrum, I guess. But I think this is, yeah. We'll see what happens after this. I'm Zach. Bye bye for now.